Hey everyone. Okay, my phone died and my other video was on pause, so I do have the footage, but this is gonna have to be part two. All right, so I'm coming up to the end of my ruffle border. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my last 4 double crochets. Some people may say that's not a stitch, it's the slip stitch. I don't even care. I want the more ruffles the better. So when I'm doing a border, I don't worry about all that. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that you made at the beginning, like so. Okay, so yeah, this is our ruffle. Colors have changed a little bit. Some orange. We had an orange and a salmon color come in at the top of the yellow, and then we had that salmon turn into a pink. And so yeah, it's just, I love this border. So this is still the first skein of yarn, and I still have that much left. So I'm just gonna keep going. We're gonna make the border as big as we can with the yarn that we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just winging it. Chain up 3 again. Counts as our first double crochet. And then this is the same stitch that we chained 3, right? Slip stitch, chain 3. And then this is your first double crochet. And if you go up in here and separate, that's the top of your stitch. So don't forget that one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and double crochet in that and double crochet in the next. And we're just gonna see what it looks like. Just adding on to that ruffle. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. I don't know if I'm gonna have to put more than 1 in each stitch. I want to make sure when I come up to this next ruffle, see how it's ruffling on its own? I want to make sure it still does that. So I'm going to do a few stitches here with you and see if we can still get that ruffle in there. And see if this is going to work. I never do a lot of the same borders twice. I just kind of roll with it depending on what the blanket is and the yarn I'm working with and all that fun stuff. So let's just take a look. What do we got going here? Okay. Still kind of ruffling. Good. Let's do a few more. I just don't want my ruffle to flatten out and go straight. That's the only thing I don't want. So that's what I'm looking for, is to make sure that that's not something that's happening as I stitch across the top. And no, it doesn't look like it. This is pulled out flat and it fans, but it's gonna naturally relax. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this border bigger, and I'm just gonna put 1 double crochet in the top of each double crochet all the way around, and that's gonna add that much more height to my border, which is gonna overall make the blanket bigger all the way around, which is kind of what I'm aiming for. And just to catch all these really, excuse me, really cool color changes that come in and kind of see where they lay in this sunset themed blanket. So I cannot wait to get this all done and then see what it looks like once it's laid out flat and show you guys. It's going to be really cool. I love just playing around. You know, you just go with your, oh, see, now I put 2 in there. I don't want that. Back that back out. I like to just play with stitches and stuff, you know, and create something. You got your idea of what you want to do. And, you know, so what happens if I use a bigger hook? What happens if I use a taller stitch? You know, just the same blanket, just done in different stitches itself can change the whole look of it. So it's just a lot of fun to play with color and stitches and hook sizes, and you know, I just have fun with it. I'm not out for, you know, to win any prizes or nothing. I just like to have fun with color and play around with ideas and stuff. And if it works out, cool. If not, well, I do like I just did a couple minutes ago. And just pull a stitch out, back it up, try it again. You know, that's why I say there's no rules in crochet. You can do whatever you want to make the creation that you want. If you want it to turn out exactly like what a pattern is showing, well then yeah, you're gonna follow those rules, right? But that's not saying you couldn't do the same pattern, same stitch count, in a different type of stitch and get the same outcome, but a different look, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like taking one outfit and accessorizing it different ways and getting completely different looks, from casual to, you know, evening to semi-formal. It's all in the color and the stitches used to create different effects. And I love seeing everybody's imagination go wild. So much fun. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that. I'm just going to continue to do this all the way around, and yeah, when I'm getting close to being completely done with it, I'll come back on and show you how I'm finishing it up, and that way you can kind of see what it looks like. So I hope that you're having fun with your project. I hope that you're trying new things and, you know, just working with it. It will be great. That to me looks like a sunflower and I love it. All right, I am going to go ahead and hop off of here, my friends. My phone needs to charge a little bit more. So the next video that I upload will be the completed, like the very ending of this blanket, and then a completed view of it for you guys. So I hope you're enjoying. I hope that you have everything that you need today and surrounded by lots of love and peace and happiness. All right, my friends, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.